Hello, I am Chris Williams, and this time we're going to be reviewing Doctor Strange, issue 13. And the cover is good. It shows Doctor Strange lifting the helmet of Galactus, presumably putting it on his head. The cover was done by Jose Saez, or Jose Size, whichever pronunciation is correct. All right, it's really drawn well, and I really like the helmet with the energy inside of it, looking like it's glowing, and the light coming from behind Doctor Strange as well as it illuminates him. I really do enjoy this cover, though it is kind of disconcerting having the logo at the bottom instead of on the top. And the first page is, yes, it's just them telling who worked on this issue. The storytellers, Barry Kitson and Mark Waid, and finishes Scott Koblish and Scott Hanna. The Herald Supreme, Part 2. I wish it was done. I wish it was a real first page. Now, the actual first page of the comic, the one with actual art in it, shows Galactus looking down at Doctor Strange. A sorcerer had apparently decided to save his planet by transporting Galactus into the mystical dimension, a universe that is composed of worlds like ours, but more with a bent towards magic. You know, it's a crazy dimension you saw in the movie with all the weird special effects. Apparently there's also worlds within those worlds as well that people can live on. Here, Doctor Strange is trying to reason with Galactus, trying to ask him to remain still long enough for him to return him back to the Marvel 616 universe. While Galactus can't really tell the difference between mortals, and he asks Doctor Strange, "Was it you who sent me to this place?" And Doctor Strange laments that to him he might as well be an ant because he treats him the way he treats any ant he sees. He can't tell the difference. Now Galactus is heading towards a portal. He can feel that there are planets within it with life force, and that it will give him sustenance. So he starts marching his way over there. While Doctor Strange says, "No, I'll have to stop you if you do that. I can't allow you to keep eating these worlds. There are intelligent people on it. Plus, if you might become addicted to its mystical energy, and it might harm you and twist you. And that could end up causing the end of the universe if you were somehow destroyed or corrupted." But Galactus says, "Away!" blasting Doctor Strange with a blast of energy. And Doctor Strange is hurled back, losing some of his weapons, and his shields are destroyed as he tries to protect himself. The artwork here presumably by Barry Kitson. It's very good. Now, Galactus, as he enters the portal, is opposed by the demon who controls that world, Mosin Ha-Gorath, a creature that could go up against eternity. And the demon blasts him with an energy blast. And as I said, this demon was able to take on higher dimensional beings, as powerful as eternity himself. But then he realizes that all his blast did was feed Galactus, and Galactus says, "You have erred. You have given me a taste of the vast energies that lie inside you." And then Galactus begins his attack. His attack begins to drain the energy out of the demon, and the demon screams in agony. But I'll tell you this much: the artwork here on this page is good. You can see the fear on that creature's face as Galactus no-sells it. After Galactus is done, you can see that he's smiling and he laughs, and Doctor Strange's fears have come true. The mystical energies flowing through the mystical dimension are twisting Galactus. They're giving him emotions to a being that normally has none. And this is very bad. Galactus with emotions It could be a grave threat because he will act on emotions. He'll destroy anything that gets in his way on a whim instead of just something being cold logic where he might just ignore you. And as Galactus enters this world, Doctor Strange can only look on in horror as Galactus has found it. There at last, a plant ripe for the taking. Galactus says to no one in particular. He's just monologuing. To him, it's just like the way he lives his life. He just goes, he eats, and he leaves. But at this time, he's opposed by Doctor Strange, who casts a magic spell restraining Galactus in hopes that he could transport him off to a different dimension. Not back to 1616, but to a place in this own dimension that will have no energies and no one for Galactus to harm. But Galactus screams, tearing apart the mystical bonds, and he's nearly free. But instead, something causes the bonds to reform almost instantly, and Strange uses that respite to send Galactus away, teleporting him to a null void, an area in the mystical dimension that has nothing in it, as I've said, for Galactus to eat or harm anyone who can actually think and feel. All we can see is Strange's hands glowing yellow as Galactus is engulfed in flames, sending him away. And who is it who actually restored the mystical bonds, restraining Galactus? But Doctor Strange's ex-wife, Clara. Now they begin to talk to each other, and she says that he lost his mace when Galactus attacked him, and he's just happy she's there, but he's very tired and he falls unconscious. Clara is not very happy to see him. She's not his friend. She is his ex-wife. Later on, after Doctor Strange has rested, and he's learned that Clara and other mystics on her home planet have made a pact to defend it against Galactus. They go and see Galactus. They try to reason with him, but he's angry, and the energies within him are being corrupted by the mystical energies of the mystic dimension. And he says, "You cannot destroy me," as he and Doctor Strange begin to fight. We return back to the demon that Galactus easily defeated. It's been weakened almost to the point of death. And who should come upon him but Dormammu, Doctor Strange's archenemy. Dr. Dormammu says to him, "Whoever did this will be an interesting fight before he finishes off the demon forever." Well, it turns out Doctor Strange, when we go back to him, has decided to serve Galactus long enough so Galactus can feed, and for Doctor Strange to get him out of the mystical dimension and send him back to the original Marvel Universe of Universe 616. And as we can see, the various worlds Doctor Strange visits, they're full of sentience, either monsters or innocent people, but all intelligent. Soon he's opposed by another demon who wants to protect his own world. The demon tells Doctor Strange that the news that he's now serving Galactus has spread quickly through the mystic dimension. And he says, you should not make deals with demons. He must be referring to Galactus as a demon. Because all you've become now is a soon-to-be killer of innocents or of the guilty, but you'll be guilty of killing something, absolutely destroying your vow to protect all life. And he tells that to Doctor Strange, and he laughs. And this is how the issue ends. The issue was decent. I've seen better issues from Marvel lately, but this was good, and the artwork was also very good. Now, I'm pretty sure the artist was Barry Kitson, because I'm pretty sure he's not a writer. And because the other guys were finishers who finished off the art on this issue, Scott Koblish and Scott Hanna. It's a very good issue. But you might not like it if you don't like this kind of mystical stuff. Now, if you like this review, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that bell so you get notifications. Leave a like and leave some comments down below. And remember, keep checking back every day for new videos, because eventually I'm going to announce news that I'm going to release my own independent comic book, Scumdogs. And I will start a campaign when I do to raise money to release it. So keep checking back for more news on Scumdogs. I'm Chris Williams, and I'm signing off.